Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Look, if you're struggling to get a payday loan because your bank think that you have too high of a debt to income ratio or you just have bad credit, but you have income, then I'm going to show you a few places. The first one is fast cash, okay? And so the thing about it with fast cash, if you're in the state of Texas, you can pretty much qualify. Now, I want to break it down in terms of what are the qualifications here. You can see U.S. citizen, permanent resident, proof of income, social security number, valid email, bank account, phone number, right? Government ID. Now, here's the thing about it. I want to point out to you. Look here. It says, cannot qualify for a loan with alternate income. Yes. So if you have Social Security, disability income, unemployment benefits, retirement benefits, government annuity, housing income, personal pension fund, you still can qualify for a payday loan with fast cash. Now, I also wanted to point out because most people would want to know what is it? All right. So you can borrow from 300 up to 1,000 with them. Now, my thing I always tell people, usually with these here type of lenders, they want you to have at least $1,000 after taxes monthly. That's just $1,000 after taxes monthly in order to qualify. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Now, the next lender we're talking about is Explore Credit. Now, here's the thing about it with Explore Credit. You can see they go up to 2,000. But one of the things about it with Explore Credit for the state of Texas, they are a tribal lender. Okay, so they're not regulated by the federal government. So, in reference to when they want to loan money, they can loan it at whatever interest rate they choose to because they're not regulated like the banks. Now, the interesting thing about that, how it helps you, is because when you have bad credit and the banks don't want to work with you, your credit unions don't want to work with you, Explore Credit will offer you a loan. Now, granted, from 250 up to 2,000 may not be a lot of money, but at the same time, when you in a bind and you need to pay some bills, you may have to fix your car, or just some unexpected emergency happens, then this is a lender that you can actually reach out to. Now, there's another lender, MaxL. Now, here's the thing about it with MaxL. MaxL is also a tribal lender, okay? And they offer installment loans for payday loans as well. And as you can see here, they go all the way up to $3,750. Like I said, long as you meet the minimum income requirements, okay? No credit, no problem. In fact, people with bad credit, good credit, and no credit apply for installment loans and you can be approved for the state of Texas. So that's the good part about it. They're actually willing to work with you when you have bad credit. All right. It is another tribal lender as well. Now, your next lender is SpeedyNet Loans. Now, SpeedyNet Loans, they are a platform. Okay. And so what you would do, you would put in your information that you can ask from 100 all the way up to $5,000 on this here platform, right? But just keep in mind, SpeedyNet Loans is not the lender. They share your information with those tribal lenders, like I was just showing you, to see who would be willing to give you a loan, especially when you have bad credit and you have low income. Like I said, to make things much easier for you, make sure that your monthly income is at least $1,000 a month after taxes, okay? Now, here's the thing I wanted to share with you. Look, if you're working a job, one of the best things that you can do for yourself so you don't have to go with those high interest rate lenders is go to your HR and ask to file exempt, okay? And so by you asking to file exempt, they're going to give you out one of these W-4 forms, okay? And so with this W-4 form, you would walk through it, complete it and stuff. And what that will do, that will stop the federal government from taking taxes out of your paycheck. So you can bring home a bigger paycheck. Okay. Now, for those of you that would like for me to give you a copy of this here, type Houston in the comments and I'll send this here link over to you as well. Okay. Now, I may just put it on my website so you all will be able to get it from there. But this here is the form to file exempt, okay? And the only way they will not allow you to file exempt if you currently owe the IRS money, you owe back taxes, or you don't expect to get a tax return. That's the only way that you will not qualify. All right. So that's the first resource. The second resource is through workers' owed wages. Now, what this is that you may have worked a job in the past, but you didn't get your last paycheck. You may have a pension out there, you may have a 401k out there, something out there is related to an old job. And so the government created this system where you would go here and what is called is webapps.dol.gov, and you put your information in, you'll put the employer name, you'll put the state in, and then you'll walk through the steps. And if there's any money that's owed to you by the state, they'll send that money out to you. And anybody can actually use this system. It's a free system. So don't feel embarrassed to use it. Go ahead, see what it is. And yes, even if you're not in the state of Texas or you just moved, say, from California to Texas, you can still check California from your old employer to see if you have any outstanding money. So you can check any state that you resided in to see if those states have any money for you. Okay. Now that's a free resource. Then you have another free resource. It's called unclaimed.org. Okay. And see here where it says find and claim. And this is a free service. It's a free database by the federal government. You can actually go here, choose your state, put your name in, your address. Any money that the government is holding on that belongs to you, you can put in a claim. You can even help family members with these tools as well to help them find money. A lot of time, my family members may not have no idea that the state owes them money or has money waiting for them, and they won't charge you a fee for it. If it's yours, they'll just tell you fill out the form, and they'll send that money or whatever it is over to you. Okay, so please use this system. The next loan we're going to be talking about is Rise Credit. Okay, and as you can see here with Rise Credit, it go from 500 up to 5,000. They are also a tribal lender. All right, and they offer loans in the state of Texas as well. Like I said, when the banks don't want to work with you, when the credit unions don't work with you, you have to use these alternative lenders in order to get some type of financial assistance going to help you pay your bills. All right. Then another lender is Uprover. Now, with Uprover, they are also a tribal lender, right? And they loans go from 300 up to 5,000. Like I said, just keep in mind these type of lenders, because they're not regulated by the government, the interest rates is going to be much higher. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Now, in terms of, since they don't do regular credit check, they use third-party financial credit bureaus to decide if they want to give you a loan. And so what they're mainly looking at to see if you've taken out a loan with them or any of their subsidiaries in the past, or if you're currently in a bankruptcy, or to make sure that the information you're providing is accurate information, right? And now one of the key things I always tell people that you don't get turned down because of your personal credit and your high debt to income ratio. They will turn you down because the information that you put on that application does not match up with the financial credit bureaus, in which I'm going to explain those to you. Now, here's one here. It's called Teletrack. Okay, so Teletrack is owned by Equifax. If you ever taken out a loan online, then this is where they will keep all that data. And so with those lenders, when they're looking to loan you, they buy that data to see if you've taken out any loans in the past or if you owe them any money. And yes, this is a financial credit report that you can request. All right, you're entitled to that report. Now, Data X is owned by Equifax as well, and it does the same thing. You can actually request your financial report with them as well. Then you also have Clarity. Clarity Services is owned by Experian. And yes, as you can see here, Clarity, you can get your credit report, your credit score, your fraud fraud alert, you can do a security freeze, you can opt out, and you can talk to somebody about your credit file. Like I said, the biggest thing that most people get denied for is not because of the credit score, mainly it's because of the address has not been updated. Then you also have Factor Trust. Factor Trust, again, it's a TransUnion financial credit bureau. So with this, as you can see here, you put your information in and they can actually find out and send you out the report, and you can dispute. You can do disputes on your report as well. Then you have Lexus Nexus. Now, Lexus Nexus is your main one because they're the ones that sell all of your data to the credit bureau. So whenever you're trying to challenge any negative items off your regular credit report with the major credit bureaus, the first thing you want to do, you want to pull your Lexus Nexus or request a copy and get all of those old addresses, all that old information off of it before you challenge. Other than that, what the credit bureaus would do, they would send over uh, they would do a transmittal over to the Lexus Nexus just to verify the name and address, and then they said they verified, in which that is not true verification. Okay, so I hope these loans help you, and I'll see you in the next video.